Let's go, we got the first order.
Assalamualaikum, I hope you guys are doing well. I started a challenge 3 months ago where I'll grow my Fiverr account from $0 to $3,000 in just a month. But I wasn't really able to continue the challenge. I was really busy in studies and traveling. I had to pause the challenge, but I just restarted the challenge a month ago and this time it went really well. In fact, better than I expected. I was able to make around $5,000 in just a single month. I'm gonna show you the exact strategy I used and exactly how I got the order. First thing first, I divided the challenge into 5 parts. Number 1, to find the niche. Number 2, to create a gig on that niche. Number 3, to get my first client. And number 4, to get a 5-star review on that order. And number 5 is to scale the revenue from $0 to $3,000 a month using the previous 4 steps that I just mentioned. Let me show you how I found the niche and how I created the title, description and tags for the gig. First of all, to find the niche, I was going through all of the artificial intelligence gigs because these are one of the trending gigs right now. These are generating the most amount of revenue in Fiverr. So I just went through all of the gigs and I found this very particular gig where he was offering kind of metaverse character services. And using the very same keyword metaverse avatar, I created another gig. I used title, description as well as tags, and this one went really well, better than I expected. Now I had to write the whole description and I wrote all the description manually. You just have to make sure one thing, that all of the keywords you are using in the gig, you have to make sure that you are using all of those keywords in the description at least 5 times. So after I found a good title, description as well as tags, I just went over to Google and found some random samples. I used those samples on my gig. Now this is really risky. You should only create your own samples and use it on your gig, otherwise you are going to receive a copyright claim and it can just disable your whole Fiverr profile. After creating the gig, I just had to wait 3 to 4 days in total and then I received my first order. For the very first order, I made sure the quality is really high and I received a 5-star review from the client. And same for the second order, I received another 5-star review. For the third order, along with the 5-star review, I also received a tip of $30 in total. So after around 3 weeks of creating my first gig, I got around 3 orders in total and all of them went very well. And suddenly this time, I was able to secure an order of around $4,000. The initial requirements of the order was to create around 3 metaverse characters in total, and I'm going to show you exactly how I create those avatars. I used a few sites and I used assets from those sites to actually create the avatars. Number 1, I used readyplayer.me to get stylized clothing. Ready Player Me is an amazing site and you can find a lot of clothing items as well as avatars here. The second program I used is Viroid. Now Viroid is another interesting platform. You can find a lot of avatars as well as clothing items here, and you can combine those avatars and clothing items to create amazing avatars, and you can even also draw your own avatars as well as your own clothing items here if you are good at drawing. And last but not least, I use Sketchfab to find CCO avatars, clothing items as well as accessories to combine and create amazing avatars. Fourth order also went very well. In fact, I got a tip of $100 on that order and all of the orders combined totaled around $5,000. That's it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below, and you can also follow me on Instagram, linked in the description. Inshallah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, Assalamualaikum.